By the age of 13, I had been fully consumed by porn. I could not function without it. I could not go a day without it, without consuming that actual horrific garbage. I simply couldn't. And this is a story shared by many men nowadays when they couldn't exist without it. And I don't even blame them. This virus, this infection, targets the most primal part of a man's brain, the caveman part, and it fully exploits that natural urge to literally just have children. That whole idea is taken and weaponized against us. It's just completely unfair for us, is it not? But there is no excuse to not even try. Beating this addiction is a testament to the character you are building. When I was still addicted to this awful thing 2-3 years ago, I could not socialize. I could not talk to anyone. Genuinely timid. I hated conversation, hated confrontation. I would avoid it to the best of my abilities. And now, when I look back on it, I realize, wow, I had no spine. I was an actual coward. Because I became complacent. This is what porn does. Just think about it logically for a second. If you were a caveman and you had a child, would you still have the same primal urge to have one child? Of course not. You would be weaker because you already have one. You've already done your existence. You'd still want more, so on, but your brain would start to think, I've already achieved what I have to do. Do I have to do anything else? That's the basis, that's the bare minimum. And when you watch porn multiple times a day, like I did 3 times a day for at least 6-8 months, your brain starts to completely override whatever ideology, whatever brain you had before, and you only think that you've achieved what you have to do. This is why most people who get fully into porn, their mental health will suffer. They're more prone to depression. I didn't quite make it that far personally, but I know people who did. I truly do, and it is horrible. It's so insidious. As a matter of fact, I was told it was healthy. Can you think about that for a second? At the age of 11, 2 years before I fully got into it, I was told porn was healthy. It was completely healthy, it's completely natural. We now have the hindsight to look back and say, what an absolute moron. Who would tell children this? Because 11 years old, that's still a child. That is still someone with a functioning brain. Your brain doesn't finish developing until 25, right? And we are telling children, not even halfway before their brain is developed, it's okay. You can watch porn. You can achieve the one thing that people waited years for, like decades to train for. You can achieve that by like 11. It's an idiotic system, but it will ruin you. It takes hard work to get off it. It truly does, but it is worth every second. When I look back now and I see the first step I took, getting off this addiction, this genuine infestation, I smile. I'm proud because I knew this would suck. I knew it would take forever. Because once that's that grasp on your mind, once you do it like once, you think to yourself, oh, maybe I should do it again. Maybe I should do it one more time. And it goes on and on and on. Once you say to your brain, your literal caveman brain, and you say, no, this is not good for me. It's incredibly I'm gonna be honest, it takes so much time because it's hardwired in your brain. This is one of the most addictive substances to man, dopamine, right? Porn is one of the most powerful versions of dopamine. It's hyper stimulating. It's, like I've said like 3,000 times already, it is your literal basis of human existence. To reproduce, to procreate, to have a child, to continue your lineage. And it takes that whole idea, manipulates it, warps it against you. You are enlisted in a free service, which is porn, which means you are the product. You are the one suffering from this. Everyone else is benefiting. You are suffering. It's an unjust way that this whole system has been set completely against us. I completely agree. I understand fully, but we can't do anything. We can't complain. These companies make more money than small governments, right? It's insane. There's porn stars out here, OnlyFans models, creators, all of this nonsense, however you want to frame it, influencers too, who make so much more money than people who actually need it. Because they take such a large amount of men, children mostly, and weaponize their primal desires. But this is even deep rooted in women nowadays, so I can't fully blame them, and I hope you don't either. But still, it will ruin your life. When you get to a certain stage and you're fully off the deep end, that is the only time you'll realize how messed up you have become because of this. I'm very lucky. I'm very, very grateful I never made it that far. I think I made it to about halfway. And you see some videos talking about NoFap and you're like, oh, what's this? What's this about? And you read about it and you're thinking, oh wow, by like day 90, I can levitate. Spoiler alert, that does not happen. But still, it's a long path. It's a long way to the top. But it's a road you must take. The analogy of there being a race of men, thousands, millions of men, all racing to achieve something. Porn is kind of like the warm-up round. Except you spend so much longer on the warm-up that you don't even put effort into the main race. Into the actual marathon that will decide if you live or die. That is the most disturbing part about porn. It will shackle you and it will drag you down. And you cannot be strong outside if you are not strong within. If you do not have the strength to beat this addiction, you cannot show the strength to anyone else. It's simple, it's just how it works, right? You can't project something you don't have. Unless you're an A10 social manipulator. I don't even know what the term for that would be. Like what a porn manipulator, right? That is not getting trademarked. It's just an addiction, put simply, in its primal form, that manipulates you against yourself. You could only truly be happy, be confident in yourself if you are not shackled by something else, right? You can't just expect it to make your life better by instantly cutting it out. You won't. It takes time. It's like a field that's overgrown with weeds. You can't pluck out one and expect them all to disappear. You need to spend the time to pull out each and every weed until your field is clean. And then you can plant over the flowers, the trees, the grass types, whatever. It is a process, but it's a process worth taking. There's been a few moments where I questioned this whole path. And in all honesty, just do it. Like, simple as it can be. Man up, put your right foot forward, and get off porn. It will save you.